is no reason to keep her here. But because they just want to show us they are powerful and they can do whatever they want, that is exactly what they're doing. Exercising powers recklessly and with impunity. So it's abuse of power, and we continue to remain vigilant as Kenyans until justice is done for Njeri and everyone else.
Tunataka nani? Tunataka Njeri. Tunataka nani? Tunataka Njeri. Tunataka nani? Tunataka Njeri. Tunataka nani? Tunataka Njeri.
So, software developer and activist Roseneri is still being detained at Pangani police station. Remember, Roseneri was arrested on Friday for developing an online tool that allows Kenyans to reject the Finance Bill 2025. So I'm going to read her last post on X platform. He was arrested. Hi Kenyans on Twitter, I wrote a simple program that lets you reject the Finance Bill 2025 with just one click. Click below to send your objection. And here she shared the link with the hashtag reject finance bill 2025. So this was her last post before she was arrested, and according to police who are detaining him, they are saying that she was arrested because her moves is likely to cause to incite Kenyans against the finance bill 2025. So this is really shocking because we are talking about abductions 3 days after Ruto apologizes and saying that in case we made some missteps, we apologize to you young people and all that.
To our children, if there is any misstep, we apologize.
So Ruto would apologize today, and 2 days later go ahead and order arrest of Kenyans for just giving their views and all that. But what I'm seeing from this Roseneri arrest is this. The president is not now, Ruto is now taking actions. Ruto wants to sell fear. This is the whole point of arresting Roseneri. It's not that Roseneri has done something illegal. No, Ruto wants to create fear. You know, the 2024 protest really got them flat-footed, and they don't want that to happen again. So arresting Roseneri is sending a strong message to the young people and to anybody out there who has a different opinion about the 2025 finance bill. So Roseneri arrest is coming as a way of telling you that we are coming. Anybody out there who is rejecting this finance bill, we are coming for you and we don't care about it. So Roseneri being arrested is just Ruto's way of sending message and selling fears. He knows that he doesn't want what happened in 2024 to repeat itself. He doesn't want to see Kenyans on the street against the Finance Bill 2025. This is what Ruto is not willing to see it happening in our country. He's not willing to see people on the street again. So he will do everything and anything to ensure that nobody turns up on the street to demonstrate against Finance Bill 2025. So I understand that we have activists who have just visited the Pangani police station, and from the online, I've seen a video. I've seen from online the likes of Akina Anifa and Boniface Mwangi who had visited the Pangani police station, and the gates were closed. So they were not allowed to get in. As what you need to know is this: the activists have been wamezuiliwa kuingia, gates closed, and that is it. So remember, Roseneri, if she was to be released, that is going to happen on a Tuesday, because tomorrow is Monday and tomorrow is a holiday. So until Tuesday is when maybe she will be released. So what you really need to know, the young people really need to know that the government is not going to allow them to do what they did in 2024. The government is not going to allow them, and I'm talking about President William Ruto, is not going to allow them to do so. So for whatever reasons they have, if they are rejecting this finance bill, or if they have plans to reject this the finance bill 2025, they must come up with a different ways, because going back to the street, of course, this government only understands demonstration, only understand protest, but they must know also that the government is not going to allow them to do so. The government is not going to allow them to go back to the street and demonstrate, because what happened in 2024 was something massive that really jeopardizes and destroyed Ruto's image. So Ruto right now is a struggling president. He's a struggling president within and outside the country. His image is destroyed within this nation and even outside international. So Ruto is not willing to also have his image more destroyed, and he wants to do everything. He will do everything to protect his image, and that is why he is trying to sell fears to anybody who is coming up with a different opinion. I don't know if you've gone through the finance bill 2025. A lot is coming up in terms of taxes, as always. As an internet user and as a digital creator, I'm seeing that we are also going to be affected by this finance bill 2025. I don't know what these people want from the young people of this country, because they have refused to create job opportunities for the young people. They have refused to create a conducive environment for people to conduct their businesses. And now the little that Kenyans are doing, the little that young people are doing to create a job for themselves, they are going for it. So it is really, I'm not fully gone through it, but I am taking steps by steps to read this finance bill 2025. I chose to look at the one from the internet, because that is where I am. That is where my what I do. So I see that taxes and more taxes are coming. So by the end of this week, I think I'll be through with it, and then maybe as from next week we shall be moving step by step to look at each bill and each proposal, and then we'll have to give this government will have to give us also we'll have to let us express ourselves, because you cannot keep on taxing us, you cannot keep on wanting more from us, and at the same time you want to gag us from speaking. And now we have this thing of controlling the social media. They're so determined to do so, from the Mary Kaitani proposal to Beatrice Alachi proposing this and all that. They are so determined, and my prediction is this: before the 2027 election, these people will ensure that they are controlling all the social media platforms. They are not going to allow the freedom that we are currently enjoying to happen before the 2027 election. This is what I'm seeing is going to happen. Whether they are going to increase the data and anything, they will go to do everything to ensure that they control the social media platform. They might even choose to make internet connectivity and data, so give it a higher price to make people struggle to access it and to access social media platforms. So for these people, as you see them talking here and there about social media platforms, it is a plan that they have already in place. It's just that the implementation, and they are trying to look for ways through which they are going to do so. So they are so worried about the social media platforms. They are so worried with the likes of Roseneri, who are coming up with the programs and the tools to let people express themselves. They are not going to allow this to happen, because they are so afraid. They know they have done nothing. They know that Kenyans are not supporting them, and they will have to ensure that they are gagging online platforms to ensure that all this information is not getting out, and Kenyans are just remain as because they know information is power, and once Kenyans have these informations, then they cannot control them. So for Roseneri and the family, I saw the mother is so traumatized, and it is really so sad. Remember the 2024 election, the 2024 protest, we lost more than 60 young people. Others are still injured and all that. So for president to be apologizing and the next minute we are seeing abductions and arrests. It's really giving a different picture. Like when President Ruto makes a statement, does it make those statements for the sake of it, or he mean it? Because you cannot have Ruto has been consistently saying something, like saying this and do a different thing. This is not the first time, like apologizing today and tomorrow you make the same mistake of arresting young people. So I don't understand that. Does he normally make this statement to look good, to manipulate people, or does he really mean it when he stand and say something? Does he really mean it? Because it is really shocking. It is really, we cannot even know how to describe who our president is. Like his words different from his actions and all that. So that is it from me for now. Thanks for watching. This is Sophia Live.